favorite quotes is, every day I wake up, I'm one day closer to death. So what you gonna do with the time you got left? It's like, understand that this is our time right now. The moment is now. These moments, we only have the moment. So a lot of us live in the future and a lot of us live in the...
You know, you're the closest to getting what you want. Is always the hardest. It's always the feeling when you're getting ready to, you know, people give up right before they get what they've always wanted to get. People quit and they give up. And I will not be the person who quit before I got what I wanted or what I needed or what I felt I was supposed to have.
What do you think most people get wrong about motivation?
They think it's a permanent fix. They think it's something that is a constant. They think that maybe once I get it, I'm gonna hold on to it. And that's the thing about that I was telling you, that I always talk about, is nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. And a lot of times you have to learn to perform without motivation. You have to learn to perform without purpose. You have to learn to perform a lot of different things. And that's what people think. They think I need to have this motivation to work out, to study, to be better. So if they don't have it, they just don't fucking do it.
But like, people don't want to genuinely work. That's what's going to separate you from everybody else.
Yes.
So you going to put the hours in to work. I was in college, laptop, everybody going to parties and shit. I'm in college with my bum ass external drive hanging out the laptop, editing the video. I record the video, edit the video, 5 minutes before class, upload that bitch. The class is all the way across the other campus. I upload, make sure I upload, and I'm sprinting across the campus to go to my class, go to the class, and that video probably flopped. You feel me? Like, people think everything gonna be easy too. Like, numbers, don't worry about the numbers, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I post so much videos that don't flop in my past that didn't get me nowhere, but it's just the adrenaline of working.
Like, this how I wanna, you know what I'm saying? This is real motivational for me and the fellas. Like, I always wanted to just like live a stress-free life, bro. Like, be able to own my house, own my car. Like, nobody telling me when to wake up, nobody telling me where to be.
Man, look, focus on yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody gonna take care of you like you gonna take care of you. You know what I'm saying? You the only one who got your heart, your mind type shit.
This mind though, like, I worked hard for this right here. Like, it wasn't even no plan B for me, man. It was no plan B. It was straight, either I get right with this YouTube shit, either I'm successful with this YouTube shit, or it's over with, nigga, you're done. Homeless. All right, maybe I wouldn't be homeless. My mama wouldn't let me stay on her couch, but still, like, come on, bro. Like, that is so crazy to me, man.
You can do it. Once you really put your mind to whatever you got going on and you really want to get something done, it's you versus you. So you say you want to get it done, it's huge. So, because once you get it done, it's like, damn, like, I really said I was going to do it, and I did it. No matter what, and making sacrifices, you know. I sacrificed my time. I sacrificed, you know, not being able to talk to people and just not in my privacy just for this.
Bro, you know where I'm from, bro? Like, do you really know where the fuck I'm from? Like where I came from, bro. Like, it was a point in time that I had to warm up water in a microwave to wash my face. I had to leave the stove open overnight to get some heat. And I swear to God, this shit crazy as hell, bro. Cause this shit, man, look at all this shit.
Wake up in mornings tired, go in my closet, and just think like, dang, is this ever gonna be over? Or like, dang, is this something I really wanna do, or can I even complete it? But after I came to a realization that that's the main point of it. That's one of the major points of it, and which is like, bro, it's gonna be trials and tribulations where it's gonna test you to stop right here. And what's gonna separate you from everybody else is, will you keep going or will you just stop?
Yeah.
So like,
I want to make money, not gonna lie, but I would prefer to do it the right way by making and producing art that I feel is the best I could do.
Of course, there's like times where like, I literally like stare at my screen and like, do I really want to click start streaming? And it's up to you. Like, mentally, you got to be able to say, okay, no, take a break. You feel what I'm saying? Go relax. Or like, no, you're just being lazy. Like, come on, bro, you're just being lazy.
But you got to figure out what's right for you, you know what I mean? And, you know, just because that's my thing, you know, and if it is your thing, you know, figure it out, do what you got to do, you know. I did what I did and I made it in a positive way. And I feel like anybody could do it, straight up.
Whatever you want to do, whether you're a rapper, whether you want to stream, whether you're a YouTuber, go for it, you know? Go for it and don't get comfortable. Never settle. That's one thing I also learned too. Never settle in life. You're never supposed to be satisfied of where you at in life. You always want to go for more, more, and more. Because yes, look, you could be a rapper right now. You want to rap. Guess who's working harder than you? Somebody out there in the world right now is working as hard as you or more than you to claim that spot. And the question is, are you going to let them?
Rest at the end, not in the middle. And that's something I always live by. You know, I'm not going to rest. I'm going to keep on pushing now. There are a lot of answers that I don't have, even questions that I don't have. But I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep going, and I'll figure these things out as we go, right? And you just continue to build that way. So I try to live by that all the time.
At what age did that goal become crystal clear?
I made that deal with myself at 13 years old.
At 13 years old?
13 years old. That's the
you
deal
were
I made.
crystal clear about it?
Crystal clear.
And where did inspiration come from?
The love of the game. The love of the game, the challenge. Like I would watch Magic play, I'd watch Michael play, and I would see them do these unbelievable things, and I'd say, you know, can I get to that level? I don't know, but let's find out. Let's find out. And so that curiosity to see where I could push this thing led me down that path, I think. I had a summer where I played basketball when I was like 10 or 11 years old, and here I come playing, and I don't score 1 point the entire summer. Not a free throw, nothing, not a lucky shot, not a breakaway layup, 0 points. And I remember crying about it and being upset about it. And my father just gave me a hug and said, listen, whether you score 0 or score 60, I'm gonna love you no matter what.
Wow.
Now that is the most important thing that you can say to a child. Because from there, I was like, okay, that gives me all the confidence in the world to fail. I have the security there. But to hell with that, I'm scoring 60. And from there, I just went to work. And I stayed with it. I kept practicing. I think that's when the idea of understanding a long-term view became important. Because I wasn't going to catch these kids in a week. I wasn't going to catch them in a year, right? So that's when I sat down and said, okay, this is going to take some thought, right? What do I want to work on first? All right, shooting. All right, let's knock this out. Let's focus on this. Half a year, 6 months, do nothing but shoot. All right, after that, all right, creating your own shot. And then you focus. So I started creating a menu of things. When I came back the next summer, I was a little bit better. I scored.
Yeah,
it wasn't much,
right,
but I scored.
And this is 12, 13.
12, 13. And then 14 came around, back half of 13, 14 years old. And then I was just killing everyone. And it happened in 2 years. And I wasn't expecting it to happen in 2 years, but it did, because what I had to do was work on the basics and the fundamentals. While they relied on their athleticism and their natural ability. And because I stick to the fundamentals, it just caught up to them. And then my body, you know, my knees stopped hurting, I grew into my frame, and then it was game over.
Wow. Were you always competitive from the day you were born? You were super competitive?
Competitive with things that I participate in. So I'll put it to you this way. So like, you know, basketball for me was the most important thing. So everything I saw, whether it was TV shows, whether it was books I read, people I talked to, everything was done to try to learn how to become a better basketball player. Everything. And so when you have that point of view, then literally the world becomes your library to help you to become better at your craft. So at 13 years old, I had a I had a kill list. And so, you know, they used to do these rankings. It was Street and Smith basketball rankings. And I was nowhere to be found because I was like 6'4", scrawny, like 160 pounds soaking wet. So I was like 57 on the list. And so I would look at 56, 55, all the way up to number 1, who these players are, what club teams they played for. So when we go on an AAU travel circuit, I got to hunt them down. Right? And so that became my mission in high school, is to check off every other person, all those 56 other names, hunt them down and knock them down. So when we played at 13, I would size you up and see what your strengths and weaknesses are. How do you approach the game? Are you silly about it? Are you goofy about it? Are you good at it just because you're bigger and stronger than everybody else? Right? Or is there actually thought and skill that you put into it? Right? And when I'd play to my weaknesses. I always work on the things during those games that I was weak at. Left hand, pull-up jump shot, post game. Right? So I have a strategy.